Welcome back, IBB Nation. It's IBB Gary.
And IBB James.
And we're here with Steve Pelton here, and we're going to share his top 3 keys to success. His hashtag IBB top 3. So James, if you can introduce our special guest here.
All right, yeah, so Steve, I've always been fascinated by how you are able to succeed both in the for-profit arena and also the non-profit arena. So you run both. You run 2 different companies, and so I know the first one is H Choices.
Correct.
And then the other one is All Choices Matter. Correct.
That's right.
So if you can kind of give us like a real quick, what does each company do, and how can people learn more?
Sure. H Choices is a corporate health and wellness company. We basically use technology to help connect people, including the employees and their dependents, to local experts to help them meet their overall health and wellness needs.
So connecting them with doctors and
Correct,
and
doctors.
specialists. Okay.
Sure.
Very cool. All right. And then and that's the H Choices, correct?
Correct.
And then the All Choices Matter. How does that work?
All Choices Matter. We felt that there was really too much pressure on teachers to have to deliver every life message to students. So basically, we're utilizing technology to basically bridge the gap between the local experts through video, so they could share their messages to the students in schools.
That's all. So basically, you can kind of having, and then it's at the middle school level too, right?
Yeah, all levels.
All levels. So
Wow.
you're helping connect them with someone who's in a career path that they might think
They might be
want to
interested
do.
in, right.
So hopefully, before they go off and rack up a bunch of student loans, they can be like, maybe that doesn't really sound like something I like, or they can say that is exactly what I'm envisioning for my future. So
Yeah,
that's
definitely
fantastic.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
So-
All right. Awesome. All right. I wish I had you when I was in school. All right. So
It's always
yeah.
a little bit of time.
All right, cool. So, but anyway, so why don't we dive into your top 3? So why don't you give us the rundown of your top 3, and we'll kind of discuss how you utilize those to be successful.
Sure. My top 3 are work ethic, flexibility, and perseverance.
Okay. So
All right. So, could you give us, IBB Nation, an example about how work ethic has affected you in a good way? And
Sure. Yeah, I believe that a strong work ethic really is a key to success. Basically you have to show up on time.
Mhm.
You have to put in 100% effort. You have to meet your deadlines. I think at the same time, if you're struggling, you have to ask for help. I think if you could do those things, again, you could really achieve success and really do a lot better than other people. And I think people start to then rely on you, knowing that you're going to get your stuff done and you're putting in as much effort as you can.
okay. And just you mentioned reaching out for help. On your second one, flexibility. Would you say that kind of encompasses that you have to be flexible to where there's going to be good times, bad times, but I feel like that work ethic, without it, there is no flexibility. You can't, if you're not working hard, I'm not going to cut you any slack on if you do make a mistake, or if you are having issues. Am I making
Sure.
sense? So
Yeah, it
you
makes a
kind
lot
of
of
talk
sense.
about how that work ethic kind of moves right into flexibility.
Sure. Yeah, really with work ethic, when you're trying to be flexible, things are going to constantly change.
Right.
And, companies will have to assume that you're willing to put in the effort and you're going to be able to continue to work to meet those needs of change. There's too many companies in the past that thought they were the, industry leaders. Again, depending on how old you are, sometimes we think about, back to, when you got, CD discs, you had the floppy disks, then all of a sudden there came CDs. The leaders in the floppy disks necessarily didn't exist after the CD market came into place.
right.
CDs were being used, and all of a sudden flash drives came into place.
Yep.
Right.
And if these companies weren't willing to continue to take the next steps, they were basically being left behind.
Okay.
Mhm.
And really, it
Basically
comes,
extinct.
yeah,
Okay.
it comes down to work ethic too, because as change happens, it's probably the one thing that we could guarantee is going to happen every day in life. It's going to continue to change, and people have to rely on you to have the ability to say, yeah, that this person's going to put in the effort, and they're going to be willing to sort of meet those new needs. And at that point, again, it's going to help not only the company but also individually the person succeed.
So almost like work ethic and flexibility is with your example with the floppy disks not evolving with DVDs, CDs, and then now not evolving with flash drives. So
Sure.
fantastic. So your third one, perseverance. Share an example with us about how you.
Well, a good example is when you're starting a new company.
Okay.
You come up with an idea. You would like to say that immediately it's a great success and everybody, is making tons of money. You know, people hear about the great stories of, you know, for example, like Facebook. It just seems like one day there was no Facebook and now there's billions of people using Facebook.
Yeah.
You don't really see all the time and effort that went into making that happen. And so perseverance comes, you know, with the idea that you're really going to have to overcome obstacles. You know, things are going to come up every day. Every day you're going to have to choose what's most important to get done and what potentially do you hold off until the next day. And you just have to be willing to continue to go past all those challenges. You know, come in every day, put in that effort. Again, continue to stay flexible, continue to work on new ideas. And at that point, again, if you continue to work at it, you'll get there.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's I think we had talked about that in one of our other videos. It's just like people just see like, okay, this business is here now, or Steve's got multiple companies and he's all over the place doing a lot of great things. Nobody sees like when you were like trying to build it and having to do jump through all the loopholes and the hoop,
Sure.
basically just the hoops of even just getting started,
Right.
and then getting your idea out there and having people aware. So no, that's fantastic. So thank you.
Cool.
And all right, well, IBB Nation, special thanks to Steve Pelton again. Check out H Choices and All Choices Matter. And we got work ethic, flexibility, and perseverance, and you will succeed. So thanks again. Stay burn proof, and we'll catch you next time.